bring in Sudip Bandyopadhyay into the conversation now. Sudip, good afternoon. Thank you for joining in. First, broad thoughts. I mean, so a lot of the big events are done and out of the way, right? And the markets, I think, still trying to find direction. What do you see ahead? Do you see maybe a 300, 400 point broad range and we keep trading within that? Or do you think that there's a serious risk of testing that 16,800 zone all over again?
Good afternoon, Surabhi. I don't think we will go beyond a certain level and probably will not break that 16,800 you're talking about. There was a lot of confusion in U.S. markets yesterday. We heard Governor's statement, Jerome Powell's statement, and then Janet Yellen's statement was created all the confusion. There is a strong view that I think the market has kind of overreacted to Janet Yellen's statements. I think the intention which was trying to be communicated was that there will not be a blanket guarantee from the government on all deposits. Of course, the small deposits and others will get protected. And I think the way US Fed has been handling ensures that depositors are not at risk. But the government is not giving a guarantee. I think that was being communicated, but market probably took it really hard and there was a selling all around. And we are getting that kind of played over all over in the emerging markets, including India. There is significant amount of selling, I believe, going on as we speak today. Also, we have to remember that today is Bank Nifty expiry day. So some amount of risk aversion is very clear. Considering everything, market probably will start stabilizing tomorrow onwards, and we will see it remain range bound. That's the more likely scenario.
Sudip, afternoon. Thoughts on JK Tyre? Is that a stock that you look at? Yesterday rallied about 3-4% after World Bank Group's private investment arm IFC invested close to 240 crore or $30 million in this stock to expand their radial capacity, their manufacturing capacity by 10% by 2025. But look at the up move in the stock today. It's rallied 12-13% now, 11% on JK Tyre's. Phenomenal gain, 2 consecutive days now. Thoughts on JK Tyre and how it's positioned?
Absolutely. We have been tracking the entire tire industry, and JK definitely is a player to be reckoned with. Considering a couple of things that, this in automobile industry, the debate between the traditional engine and the EV has been raging, and one doesn't know which part of the business will emerge as a winner and who will emerge as a winner. But tire remains a constant. And, so there is no disruption like the one we are seeing as far as the main automobile manufacturers are concerned in the tire industry. That's point number one. Point number two, I think genuinely the tire demand and replacement tire demand has gone up, considering the number of vehicles on the road has gone up in India consistently. The third thing is, of course, the crude oil prices stabilizing and coming below that $80 mark definitely does help the tire industry, medium to long term. The fourth, of course, what happened specifically to JK Tyre as far as the new investments and new facilities and new opportunities definitely excited the market. So yes, JK Tyre and pretty much entire tire industry should be looked at from a medium to long term point of view. JK Tyre, obviously because of the news flow, is in action today.
I've got that. Do you track GR Infra, Sudip? And the other one is Sobha. We were talking about this same time yesterday as well. Yesterday was a big cut. This morning it was higher by 3-4%. It's down by that much now. So GR Infra and Sobha, if you have any views.
GR Infra, of course, we heard about the order wins from NHPC and the NHAI. The NHPC one is, of course, much larger, and order win of that magnitude definitely will get the counter excited, and that's what is happening. Overall, our view on infrastructure construction sector has been positive, and we believe that with the kind of capital expenditure the government is committed to make, some of these companies will benefit disproportionately. And that's what is pretty much getting played out. It will all, of course, depend on the efficiency with which they execute and the margin they are able to make eventually. But at this stage, with the order wins coming in, in large numbers, I think the counters are definitely excited. As far as Shobha is concerned, I think overall real estate is a mixed bag. And there has been pulls and pressures, and considering that the upper end of the housing segment is getting into a bit of a challenge, maybe post changes made in the budget as far as capital gains tax exemption via investing in property beyond a certain limit going away. The upper end of the market will get affected to an extent. But the other part of the market, I think the demand continues to remain robust, and Shobha operates in a big way in Bangalore. That market has shown significant traction both on residential as well as commercial. So medium to long term, I think Shobha look good. Short term volatility one has to withstand.
All right. Hi, Sudip. Good afternoon, Sudip. I wanted to ask you about Campus Activewear. I'm not sure whether you track this footwear space. But from in October, the stock was closer on 700 rupees. Now it's nearly half from there. And any kind of bounces are getting sold into. I'm not sure whether there's a selling overhang out there, or the street at least I think is reading it that way. What's your view on the stock? Because even after such a severe correction, it's still trading at very elevated valuations.
That's exactly what, Nigel, the challenge is. I think when it reached those levels of 600 plus, it was kind of absurd valuation. And, somewhere it was ripe for correction. The correction happened. Also, it coincided with the, overall market correction. And that's why it looks brutal. But as you said, even after this correction, it looks, really elevated from a valuation standpoint. Overall footwear segment, definitely India consumption story being robust. And we believe that there is significant opportunity as far as footwear is concerned. Also, remember, some of these companies are getting into the global supply chain, and there are significant export possibilities as well. So long-term story remains intact. As far as Campus specifically is concerned, I think, at this stage also, I'll be a little cautious. If somebody has to go and take a bet on this entire footwear space, I would probably recommend a Bata still, considering the turnaround and considering what's happening overall with the brand.
Okay, all right, Sudeep. Good having your thoughts as always. We will keep it a little short today because we're running into market close in the next couple of minutes. Thank you very much for joining in with the perspective. Quick break. We'll come back and count down to the close.